In this lesson, you'll learn how to play Blue Skies using your choice of strumming or fingerpicking patterns. Now, I'll be using my tenor with low G tuning throughout this lesson, but feel free to follow along with high G tuning as well. Now let's begin by looking at how to play the chords in this song. Our first chord is E minor. Here we have our index finger on the second fret of the first string, middle finger on the third fret of the second string, and ring finger on the fourth fret of the third string. And next we have A7. For A7 we have our index finger on the first fret of the third string. And then we go to G. For G we have our index and middle fingers on the second fret of strings 3 and 1, and our ring finger on the third fret of the second string. Then we have B7. For B7, we have our index finger on the second fret of the second string, middle finger on the third fret of the third string, and ring finger on the fourth fret of the fourth string. And for D7, we're going to use our Hawaiian version of this chord. Here we have our index and middle fingers on the second fret of strings 4 and 2. And then our final chord is C minor. For C minor, we have our pinky, ring finger, and middle finger covering the third fret of strings 1, 2, and 3. Now a couple quick tips for you on the chord changes. Going from G to E minor, we have two options. We start on G, and then we can form our standard E minor chord shape. Or if you prefer, from our G chord, you can add your pinky to the fourth fret of the third string to form E minor. And second tip, going from B7 to E minor, we're moving each finger down one string. So you can practice maintaining this shape and going back and forth between these two chords. For all of the chords in this song that are held for 4 beats, we're going to use either pattern 1, our fingerpicking pattern, or pattern 2, our strumming pattern. So next we'll take a look at how to play both patterns. Here's pattern 1, our fingerpicking pattern, played slowly on an E minor chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and at a faster tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To play this pattern, we're going to pick strings 4 down to 1 using our thumb, index finger, middle finger, and then ring finger. Then we'll go back to the third string with our index finger, and we'll finish on the second string using our middle finger. So at a slow tempo, we pick strings 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Here's our strumming pattern, played slowly on an E minor chord. Down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and at a faster tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we'll take a look at how to play the chorus, first using fingerpicking and then using strumming. Let's take a look at the chorus. All of our chords in the chorus appear in standard font, meaning that we're going to apply either pattern one time to each chord. So let's begin with pattern 1. We start on E minor with one pattern, then we go to A7, then back to E minor, then back to A7. In line 2 we go to G, then D7, then G, and we end line 2 on B7. So let's count the rhythm of these two lines at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the play along, we'll be playing this song at 140 beats per minute. So bringing these two lines up to tempo sounds like this. Lines 3 and 4 of the chorus are played the same way as lines 1 and 2, except for the final chord in line 4 is G instead of B7. If you're enjoying this lesson, please show my channel some love by giving this video a thumbs up. Now if you're returning to my channel, then welcome back. And if you're new here, then welcome. I'm Lara. I'm a musician and a composer, and I love to teach song tutorials and fingerstyle arrangements for all levels. If you'd like to support my teaching and my channel by joining my Patreon community, you'll gain access to hundreds of PDF downloads, including song sheets, fingerstyle tabs, and song books. The link is down below in the video description. Now let's apply our strumming pattern to the chorus. Just like pattern 1, we'll play pattern 2 one time on each chord. So starting on E minor, then we go to A7, back to E minor, back to A7, then in line 2 we go to G, D7, G, and then we finish on B7. So let's count the rhythm of lines 1 and 2 at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And bringing these two lines up to the tempo of our play along at 140 beats per minute will sound like this. So now you know how to apply patterns 1 or 2 to all of the chords that appear in standard font throughout the song, including the song introduction, the chorus, and the instrumental section. The verses are played differently than the chorus, and next we'll take a look at how to play the verses with fingerpicking and strumming options. Now let's take a look at verse 1. The chords in bold are held for only 2 beats each, so here we're going to introduce a third pattern. For this pattern, we start on the 4th string with our thumb for beat 1, and then we'll pick strings 1, 2, and 3 together for beat 2. Here we're using our ring finger, middle finger, and index finger to pick strings 1, 2, and 3 together. So in line 1, we have 2 G chords, so we'll play this pattern twice on G. Then we go to C minor for one pattern, then back to G for one pattern. In line 2, we go back to C minor, then back to G, then to D7, and then we end line 2 on G. Here's how we count the rhythm of these two lines at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for an easier picking option, instead of using pattern 3, we can pick all 4 strings together for 2 beats. 1, 2. So here's how it looks to use this easier option on line 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lines 3 and 4 of the verse are played the same way as lines 1 and 2 until we get to the final 2 chords in line 4. These chords are underlined, indicating that they're held for only 1 beat each. So we're going to pick all 4 strings on G for 1 beat, and then all 4 strings on B7 for 1 beat. So let's count out the rhythm of lines 3 and 4 at a slow tempo using pattern 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now bringing the verse up to the tempo of our play along will sound like this. To strum the verse, we're going to play 1 down strum on each chord. The chords in bold are held for 2 beats, and the underlined chords at the end of line 4 are held for 1 beat. So let's count the rhythm of lines 1 and 2 at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then lines 3 and 4 will be played the same way as lines 1 and 2 until we get to the final 2 chords where G and B7 are held for only 1 beat each. So let's count the rhythm of lines 3 and 4 at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's how it sounds to strum the verse at the tempo of our play along. The second verse, after the instrumental section, is played the same way as verse 1. So you can pick or strum, whichever you prefer. Now the last thing that I want to point out is the G chord that ends the final chorus. Instead of playing a pattern here, we can either pick all 4 strings if we're finger picking and let this ring, or if we're strumming, we can play 1 down strum. I'm curious to hear which version you prefer for this song, the finger-picking version or the strumming version. Let me know below in the comments. Now we're moving into our play-along, where you can play and sing the entire song along with me. I'm going to alternate between finger-picking and strumming, but feel free to choose one version or the other and use it for the whole song. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on.
I hope you've enjoyed learning these fingerpicking and strumming options to play Blue Skies. Have fun practicing, and thanks for watching.